The Sacred Heart University's women's bowling team has practiced weekly since September. The Pioneers have done different drills to prepare for the upcoming season. With the help of spare and target practice, they are capable and dedicated to capture the Northeast Conference Championship title.
Spares are the most important part of the game. Strikes, anybody can strike. Not everybody can make a spare. And doing it in practice helps when it comes to competing, because if you're doing it in practice, you're going to be able to feel more comfortable when it comes to doing it in a more pressured situation. And then targeting, practicing, throwing the ball in the same spot over and over again is so important on every pattern we bowl on, because if you're not accurate, you're not going to bowl well.
Team meetings led by head coach Becky Craigling helped the Pioneers work together to strive towards their goal of postseason. At last year's NEC Championships, the Pioneers fell short with the second place finish to NEC rival Fairleigh Dickinson University. Even though they placed second, they came home with a trophy and a lot of hardware. The Pioneers were regular season champions for a second year in a row. Amanda Tyrell, a senior, was a member of the second all-tournament team. Lauren Hoffman, Sarah Rhodes, both seniors, and Amanda Nardiello, a junior, all made the first all-tournament team. Nardiello also received the NEC Bowler of the Year award. Becky Craigling, head coach, was named Coach of the Year for the second consecutive year. For this year's NEC preseason poll, the Lady Pioneers were seated second in the conference.
I think that we will definitely have to work hard on the lanes and off the lanes in order to be ready for NEC champs. Every team's going to be working hard. Every team wants it just as badly as we do. We just have to prove it more than they can.
The NEC Championships will be held at Howell Lanes in Howell, New Jersey.
Freshman out of brick. Has the pocket.
But this year's NEC Championships will be like no other.
Nardiello trying to get it in.
NEC champs is really important this year because they changed the way it is for you to get to NCAA championships in bowling. So this year you're going to have to win your conference no matter what, and then after that you get put into a play-in. So we would have to bowl another conference championship team, and the winner of that play-in moves on to NCAA championships.
To start off the season, the Pioneers hosted their Bowl for the Cure tournament at Wallingford Bowl on October 21st. Although they came in second to Adelphi University, Julia Favada, a freshman, was the tournament's most valuable player. Nardiello made the first all-tournament team. Sacred Heart's next tournament was the FDU Jamboree at 30 Strikes Lanes in New Jersey. The Pioneers successfully got to the championship match against NEC rival FDU. With the match total of 4-2, SHU won the FDU Jamboree title.
Winning the FDU tournament shows that we are capable of winning things that are difficult. And yes, the field might not have been as strong as in the past. It still shows that we're able to win tournaments and we're able to bowl well. And we had to beat FDU in the end, and we did it.
Through November 17th to the 19th, the Pioneers traveled south to Millsboro, Delaware. Hart led qualifying after 2 days at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore Hawk Classic. As the top seed, Sacred Heart had to verse number 4 ranked Vanderbilt University to get to the championship match. They won in a 4-3 battle against the Commodores. Next, the Pioneers faced number 5th ranked Sam Houston State University. In a 4.5 to 2.5 match, Hart came in second place to the Bearcats.
So coming out with a second place finish really, I think, made the team as well as the coaching staff realize that we can really play different parts of the lane better than we really could with any other team that we've had in recent years. And it just really showed that we can grind through it, we can really push ourselves through it, we can beat teams that are ranked pretty decently above us.
With a second place finish at the Hawk Classic, senior Sarah Morris captured the Bowler of the Week award. The Pioneers ended the first half of the season on a high note. At the first NEC meet, Sacred Heart finished the first half of the season tied for first with a record of 4-2, with LIU and St. Francis University. The Pioneers returned from the new year to travel south to the Kutztown Invitational in Pennsylvania. Sacred Heart finished 12th in a competitive field. Sophomore Tori Boughton was a member on the first all-tournament team, averaging .225. Next, Sacred Heart competed at the Prairie View A&M Invitational in Texas. Heart had 4 victories against the top 10 teams in the nation. The Pioneers finished 6th overall out of 12 teams. Nardiello earned herself a spot on the all-tournament team. She was named the most valuable player, posting a .236 average. To top off the weekend in Texas, Sacred Heart took home both NEC weekly honors. Rookie of the Week was awarded to freshman Rachel Bamford, and Bowler of the Week was awarded to Nardiello. The Pioneers kept their fire at the second NEC meet when they were first with a 13-5 record. That made them the regular season champions for the 3rd year in a row.
It felt amazing showing to everybody that we are capable and how good our team is. When we work together, we have the ability to do anything. That's amazing, and we just showed them that we are capable of doing it 3 times in a row.
Sacred Heart did not stop there.
These are games 61 and 62 overall.
They qualified first at the Stratford Sectional in New Jersey for the United States Bowling Congress Intercollegiate Team Championships. For the first time in 5 years, they will compete for the title in Lincoln, Nebraska from April 19th to 21st. To finish off the regular season, the Pioneers flew to Nashville, Tennessee to compete at Vanderbilt University's Music City Classic. After qualifying 4th on Friday, the Pioneers finished in 8th place out of 32 teams. To start off postseason, 6 teams, including Sacred Heart, competed in the NEC Championships at Howell Lanes in New Jersey. This year, the NEC Championships were more important than ever.
The format this year changed to mimic the change at the National Championships. We used our 3 rather long formats to comprise a match. So the matches were 2 to 3 hours long instead of an hour. But it ensured that the team that was playing well had a chance to win the match if they got behind a little bit or had a slow start, and that the team that was bowling the best won the day.
Since Hart was the first seed going into the championship bracket, they had a bye on Friday. On Saturday, the Pioneers overcame the St. Francis Brooklyn Terriers in a new mega match format, consisting of 2 Baker matches and 1 traditional game. They advanced to the next match against the St. Francis University Red Flash. In a 2-1 deficit, the Red Flash beat the Pioneers, which brought SHU down to the losers bracket. They had a fight against the Terriers to determine who advanced to the championship match. Sacred Heart did not mess around. They came out 2-0, swept both the Baker game and the traditional game. The Pioneers earned a spot in the championship match for the 3rd year in a row. Sacred Heart and St. Francis tied with the first 2 formats, 1-1. It all came down to the last Baker match, where Hart fell 3-1. The Pioneers made a huge comeback and won the next 4 games to force another Baker match.
When we were down 3-1, we needed to fight. We knew it was life or death situation, knowing that if they won 1 more, they would automatically win NEC champs. But we came together as a team, we fought, we came back to win 4-3, which is incredible. With all the adrenaline, our team was so capable of doing it, and we did.
The Pioneers started strong with a 3-1 lead against the Red Flash. Hart only needed 1 more win to capture the title. SFU fired back, winning the next 4 games. Even though the Pioneers came in second, the championship matches were nothing short of a fight.
The team finished very strong. We went until the very last game of the last match, just to prove that we were unstoppable. Although we didn't win, it was kind of heartbreaking, but we couldn't leave our heads down because we fought until the very end.
Sacred Heart ended their run with a second place finish, but they took home other hardware as well. Sophomore Tori Boughton was a member of the second all-tournament team. Junior Dominique Newton and senior Amanda Nardiello were both members of the first all-tournament team. Head coach Becky Craigling was nominated Coach of the Year for the third consecutive year. The NEC Championships did conclude the Pioneers' NCAA run for the national championship, but they had one more chance to capture a title. Sacred Heart competed in their final tournament of the year, the Intercollegiate Team Championships.
April's been pretty busy.
The Pioneers qualified 11th out of 16 teams to verse the number 4 seed Grandview University. They beat the Vikings in a best-of-7, 4-1 Baker match. They advanced to verse the 9-time ITC champions, the Wichita State Shockers. Sacred Heart fell to the Shockers in a 4-0 shutout, which put them into the losers bracket. SHU began their run with a 4-2 victory over the Newman University Jets. Next, the Pioneers blanked the University of St. Francis
five or six pins here, and that's enough for Sacred Heart
to advance to round 6. They had to verse Wichita State in an elimination match. The Pioneers shocked the Shockers and sent them home in a 4.5 to 1.5 victory. SHU advanced to the national semifinal match against Lindenwood University. They needed to defeat Lindenwood twice to advance to the championship match. In a 4.5 to 2.5 Baker match, the Pioneers lost to Lindenwood and were eliminated from the tournament. Although Sacred Heart fell short of a championship match, they placed 3rd out of 16 teams. Sophomore Tori Boughton made the all-tournament team. The Sacred Heart University's women's bowling team had an incredible season. Next year, they look forward to creating more memories on and off the lanes.